Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm finally doing the 2K Q&A. For those of you who don't know, I also did a Q&A when I hit 1K, but I know that there's a lot of new viewers out there, and this is just a chance to get to know me a little bit better and open up a little bit more on my channel. I'm just gonna go ahead and read off the questions in the list that I have in front of me. Thank you again to all of you who submitted questions, and again, thank you so much for 2K. I am so blown away by the growth of my channel this past year, and I hope to continue growing and making great content for you guys. So again, I love you all so much and appreciate all of you, each and every one of you, so much. So thank you again. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna summarize my answers just so this video doesn't get too unnecessarily long, but the first one is from Maya, and she has 3 questions in one. So the first one is, what's your favorite type of music? My music preference changes a lot, and I love music. It's a huge part of my life. I came into college being a music major before I switched, but just to sum it up, some genres I've been listening to a lot lately would be R&B and soul, hip-hop, rock, and alternative. I also listen to a lot of Israeli artists that Apple Music recommends to me, so that's just what I've been listening to lately. Next one is, do you have a favorite food? So this is hard because I have a lot of favorite foods, but top 3 would probably be sushi, pasta, and anything sweet. I love sweets. My favorite dessert would probably be cheesecake. And besides Animal Crossing, what are some other things you like to do in your free time? So currently I'm finishing up college. I'm gonna be graduating soon. I will be graduating on the 13th. So for this past year, I haven't had a lot of free time outside of doing school and YouTube, but when I do have free time, I love to draw on my iPad. I want to get more into digital art and just more digital content creation outside of Animal Crossing. I also really like to, I like to hang out with my boyfriend, Tal, whenever I'm not busy being productive. We just hang out and we play a variety of games. We've played a little bit on stream together before, and yeah, that's pretty much all I do in my free time. So yeah, I'm hoping to do more. I want to travel more in the future and be able to explore more opportunities. The next question is by Sandra, and they asked, simple question, but what's your favorite show, movie, and what inspires you to work on your tropical island? So my favorite show, one show that I have loved since I was a child is Gilmore Girls. I loved this show since I started watching it with my mom when I was a small toddler. I loved this before it became big on Netflix. Basically, if you don't know, it's like a mother-daughter show, so it's very nostalgic to me because I watched it with my mom growing up. And another favorite show of mine is Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was my childhood. It's amazing. If you've never watched it, you're missing out. Go watch it right now. Anyways, what inspires you to work on your tropical island? Well, I get a lot of my inspiration from Pinterest, Instagram. I love any warm climates. I love the beach and just places that I never really got to go to a lot growing up, just because I lived in the Midwest where it gets super cold, and I don't know. I don't know. That's what inspires me. The next few questions are from Sparky, so thank you so much for submitting these questions. I'm just going to go down the list. So number 1, if you could collaborate with any YouTuber, who would it be? This is a really tough question because there's so many good Animal Crossing YouTubers out there that I would absolutely be so down to collaborate with. The thing is, I'm still a very, very small YouTuber. I don't know, there's just so many good ones, but one YouTuber who I was messaging, we were messaging back and forth, was Kayla Crossing. So I do plan on collaborating with her in the future. And then some other Animal Crossing YouTubers that I just love and adore are Sienna Crossing, Hailzers, Console Kato, I don't know. Also Lulu Crossing, who actually followed me on Instagram, and she was my very first inspiration to start an Animal Crossing channel. Yeah, those are just some YouTubers I really, really admire. But yeah, hopefully that answers the question. I guess. I don't know. I think I just started listing off a bunch of YouTubers I love. How did you overcome awkwardness and fear of social interactions? So when I was younger, I had selective mutism, which is pretty much an extreme form of social anxiety. I literally wouldn't talk to anyone. Also, I was an only child, which did not help me at all. But I think the way that I overcame it was I made friends who helped me get through it. So I did have some friends who helped me get more out of my comfort zone. I also, honestly, I don't really know. I kind of just grew out of it, and I don't really have a lot of good advice for how to overcome it. I would say just be authentic, be yourself, and whoever comes to you is worth it. Don't worry too much about your other peers. Just work on you, work on yourself, and focus on what you love to do. Don't feel like you have to push yourself too much. Just do what makes you comfortable. I'm sorry if that wasn't good advice, but I don't really know how I got through it. I think I just grew out of it. I think that's what happened for me, because I was a very, very awkward, very antisocial child. So you'll get through it, I promise. Number 3, any tips for me before I go to college in September? Congratulations! I hope you have a great college experience. I personally did not have a very good college experience. I recommend, if you are very shy, not living in the dorms if you can. Most of my bad experiences came from living in the dorms. That's just me being transparent. If you want to live in the dorms, obviously go for it. You might have a better experience than me, but both years, I lived in the dorms for 2 years, and both years were very bad for me. So I recommend avoiding the dorms if you are more shy, and I recommend trying to get involved in a lot of different clubs, a lot of different groups that maybe have things in common with you. I joined choir my first 2 semesters of college, and I joined a few other things that didn't end up working out. Just do what works for you and just go out and explore. That's my best advice. Number 4, is it okay to feel like you can't get out of the quietness because whenever you speak, it doesn't come out? It is absolutely okay, and no one should ever force you to talk. No one should ever force you to just let yourself be heard when you want to be heard, if that makes sense. Number 5, what's your dreams for 5 to 10 years from now? So for me, I feel like 5 to 10 years is a long time from now, but it's never too early to plan. I'm not really sure. 5 to 10 years from now, I hope to happily be living with Tal wherever we're going to be living. We haven't decided where we're going to be living yet. I'm hoping it's going to be somewhere warm. And also, I want to be traveling more. I want to be traveling the world, I guess, and hopefully doing my job from my computer. I would love to be like a digital creator full time. I don't really know what the next 5 to 10 years has in store, but this is what I do know from it. And then she said, this isn't a question, but I just want to congratulate you on your 2K subscribers on YouTube. Road to 3K. Thank you so much, Sparky. You are so sweet. Thank you again for all your support. The next question is from Seska, and she asked me a few questions. So the first one is, what's your favorite country? I feel like I don't know yet what my favorite country is, just because I haven't traveled enough. The only countries that I've been to, other than, of course, living in the States, is when I was a baby, I lived in Taiwan. So I've been to Taiwan, I've been to Israel, and that's pretty much it. I haven't been to a lot of countries. I think a country that I would love to travel to and visit would be either Japan or South Korea. There's a lot of cool places I would like to visit there. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for this one, but number 2, what do you like about being a YouTuber? I think my favorite thing is just being able to connect with you all and having this like tight-knit community where, I don't know, it's so fun. It's so fun. I think my favorite part is doing the streams because I really get to, I guess my favorite part is like the interactions with you guys. That's why I love doing streams. I love being able to get to know you guys better. I love being able to open up to you all. So I guess the connections is my favorite thing. Also, the ability to get as creative as I want and kind of use this as my creative outlet, which is something I've really needed for a long time. Number 3, if you could change one part of your island, what would it be? I'm assuming you're talking about Sugar Shore. If I could change anything, I would change my entire layout. I regret keeping all the in-game cliffs on there because I feel like it made my whole map layout look really weird. But other than that, I don't think I would change anything else. I would probably add more waterscaping, but that's about it. Then Julia asks, will there be a part 2 of the island party? So for those of you guys who were there, we had a 2K island party. I don't think there will be a 2-parter, but I will be having another island party in the next milestone, which will be 5K. So I will have a 5K island party when the time comes, if the time comes, hopefully. But I tried to get in as many groups as I could before it kind of crashed on me. The next question is from Colette, and they said, what is your dream destination and why? Maybe you can make it on Animal Crossing. This kind of goes back to the travel question. I don't really know. I know that's not the answer you guys are looking for, but I don't know. So I think my dream destination would be anywhere warm. Honestly, I would love to live in Israel for a short period of time. I'm actually going to be getting my dual citizenship soon, so I will have an Israeli passport, and which is something I was supposed to have from the beginning, but we just never got around to it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry if I didn't answer your question. Julia also asked, will you get back our boy Rald? Yes, I will. Rald will be coming to Milky Wave. Do not fret. If you guys didn't see, I did put a Rald shrine on Sugar Shore because I felt bad for not inviting him, but he will be coming back to Milky Wave. And then Waldo said, congratulations, thank you so much, Waldo. And they said, I'm interested to know, why did you decide to study ASL? That's a good question. So if you guys don't know, I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in ASL, which is American Sign Language. So the reason I chose ASL is because I really wanted to minor in a language and I wanted it to kind of connect with my major. And since I'm a psychology major, I have the potential to work with a lot of deaf patients. So I thought it would be very beneficial for me to be able to learn American Sign Language, learn a little bit more about the deaf community, and sort of implement it into my work if I ever decide in future jobs and stuff. So yeah, thanks for your question. Hello Kitty says, if you had to do any other content besides gaming or Animal Crossing, what would it be? Since you said besides gaming, I would say that I would do lifestyle vlogs, lifestyle videos. I actually, before this channel, I had a lifestyle channel that the videos are privated now until I do a face reveal, but basically I did a lot of makeup tutorials, I did a lot of vlogs, and just fun lifestyle college videos, I guess. So I would want to go back to doing something like that, and I would be open to continuing that channel if the time ever seemed right for it. So yeah, thanks for your question. Sydney says, how did you meet your boyfriend? This is such a cute question. So basically Tal and I met through family friends. So we are both Israeli. I flew to California for the first time, I think it was 2 summers ago, to meet some family friends who were also Israeli that I'd never met before, and he is also friends with those people, so that is actually how we met. So we actually met 2 summers ago, but we didn't start dating until a year later when the pandemic started, and all of the people in the friend group also lived in California while I lived in Missouri. So we did calls and stuff, and I don't know how it happened, but him and I just got really close, and that summer we ended up meeting up and just deciding to be together. And yeah, and I spent the rest of the summer in California with him, and then he moved to Missouri to be with me while I finished my last year of college. Kara Crossing, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, it's either Kara or Kara, I think. says, what is your favorite part of your island? Also, I absolutely love your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So on Sugar Shore, I think my favorite part of the island was either the tropical bird build or my beach condos, just because I felt like those were one of my more original ideas, and I was very proud. I don't know, I was just very proud of those builds. And most of my other builds were just kind of taken from inspiration from like Pinterest or something I had seen before, I guess. I don't know. Kiki asks, who inspires you the most in your life? And when do you upload your videos so I can look forward to more new stuff? So for the first question, this might be kind of cheesy, but honestly, my mom inspires me a lot in my life. She has like this drive to just work really hard, and even when others don't believe in you, she taught me the importance of striving to do what makes you happy and work on what you think you need to work on regardless of what other people think. And I feel like she just inspired me to not care so much about what others think. And then when do you upload your videos? So currently my upload schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 a.m. That might change once school's over for me, but for now, that's my upload schedule. Then Ellie says, hey, I have a question. What made you start YouTube and who inspired you? I know I mentioned this earlier, but it was Lulu Crossing. She was one of the first Animal Crossing YouTubers that I ever watched, honestly, and I think I watched a couple others, but she's one of those who kind of like stuck with me. But what made me start YouTube wasn't actually the Animal Crossing community. I started like I said, I started a lifestyle channel a few years ago when I was really depressed in college because I wanted to start like creating something and feeling like I was making something, and it never got very big, but I will probably, like I said, once I do a face reveal, I'll probably make that channel public again so you guys can go back and watch all my embarrassing videos if you're interested. Flora says, congrats, who was your inspiration to start your channel? And if you couldn't do Tropicore or anything beachy, what theme would your island be? So since I already answered the first part, I'm gonna skip to the second part of the question, and that's a really good question. I think some other themes that I've been considering doing would be like spring core or food core. Honestly, I want to do a farm core island, but I'm probably gonna wait until fall to work on that. I think that would be super fun. So yeah. The next question is from Dawn, and they said, congratulations, I've only joined your channel recently. I love your videos. You have a beautiful calming voice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so sweet. It's because I personally think my voice is annoying as heck. And then their question is, do you play the new Harvest Moon game Olive Town? So actually, my wonderful boyfriend Ta came home one day from work, and he just randomly brought me home Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town because he remembered that I was talking about it one day, and I don't know, he's just so sweet. He spoils me so much, guys. Like, you guys don't even know the extent of it. He spoils me so much, but I haven't had a chance to play it much. I've been considering playing it on the channel, but I haven't had a lot of time to play it, but I'm really excited to get more into the game. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing me live stream it or play it on the channel in videos. And then Keely asked a few really good questions. So the first one is, do you know any other languages? I know ASL. That is amazing. That's so great that you know ASL. So the languages I speak right now besides English would be Hebrew. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Israeli, my family's Israeli, so I speak Hebrew at home with my family, and I also speak Hebrew with Ta because he's Israeli too. So English was actually my third language. Whenever I was a baby, my mom was a professor in Taiwan, so my first language was Mandarin because I had a nanny who would only speak Mandarin with me, so I completely forgot Mandarin, and the only thing I remember how to say in Mandarin is my name. The second language is obviously Hebrew because I grew up speaking it at home, and then I learned English at school, and then obviously I'm minoring in ASL right now, so those are all the languages that I know right now. Where is your dream place to live? Since I already kind of answered that a little bit, I'm gonna skip to the next question, which is, if you could change one thing in Animal Crossing, what would you change? There's so many things I would want to change. It's really hard to pick just one. So I'm just gonna name a few off. I would say I would change the loading screens on online play because those are annoying as heck. I would bring Brewster back, obviously. Bring our Brewman back, please. I would make things more customizable. I think there's a lot of things that they could easily make customizable that aren't. And I would also bring more interactions with villagers. I just feel like we don't have enough interactive stuff in the game, and I love the design aspect, especially considering that's mostly what I do on my island is designing, but I think we should have more interactive play, so that's what I would change. Then Chris asks, hi Katana, here are some questions. Number 1, what made you start to do YouTube? So I already answered this one. Like I said, I've actually been doing YouTube since I was little. I would always have channels. Like when I was younger, I would do like LPS and Club Penguin videos. As I got older, I did lifestyle videos, and then now I'm doing my Animal Crossing channel. So I feel like I've always come back to YouTube somehow. And number 2, what is your favorite quote? Oh, this is a good one. I need to think about this. I don't know, probably something cheesy, like, I don't know, I guess one of my, I don't know, this is probably gonna be really cheesy because I don't have any good ones. I think one that's probably really old and really cheesy is the biggest challenge of life is to be yourself in a world that is trying to make you like everyone else, because that is how I feel a lot of times, and I think we all just need to accept that we all have different values and we just need to accept each other. I don't know, that's just how I feel. And then the next question is from Dark Fruit. Congrats on 2K. Thank you so much. Would you say investing in another Switch to have more than one island is a good decision? Yes. So I actually did this. I have 2 Switches now, and I feel like it's a great decision for content creators, but not just content creators. Also, if you're just a diehard Animal Crossing lover, I think having 2 islands is definitely worth it, and it's definitely a big investment, but I think it's worth it in the end because I feel like it keeps you from having burnout. And my advice is to have like one island that you flatten and one island that you reset. That way you kind of like get the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. I don't know, I think it's a lot of fun, so I definitely think it's worth it. And then the last question is from Jill, and Jill says, do you have any pets? So I'm gonna go ahead and use this question to just go ahead and open up about a part of my life that I haven't really revealed to you guys before. All my pets are at my mom's house, unfortunately, because the apartment I live at is very restrictive and only allows cats. So all of the pets that I've had in the past are at my mom's. So I have a Quaker parrot named Summer that I had since I was 7, but I had to leave him at my mom's when I left for college. She also has other birds there, cockatiels. She has chickens, ducks. Also, we have 2 dogs. So my dog's name is Leo. I got him when I was in 7th grade, and Leo is my baby, so he's a good old boy. And then we also have another dog named Romeo, which we got more recently because his owners kind of just left him, so we rescued him and adopted him, and he is just a hyper little munchkin, but he is so cute too. But now I'm gonna go ahead and reveal a part of my life that I haven't really talked about before, and that is I actually grew up with a chimpanzee named Bo. Now, we don't consider him a pet, we consider him a part of the family. So he's not a pet, but yeah, his name is Bo. I'm gonna insert some pictures here, some of his baby pictures, and then also like a picture of him now. But we adopted Bo when we first moved to the States when I was a toddler. So he's only like 2 years apart from me, so he's 19 years old right now. But my mom is an ape language researcher, so that's why she adopted him, and he just became part of our family, and he's wonderful. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know that on the internet there's a lot of criticism, but I felt like I really wanted to finally reveal another part of my life, and he still lives with my mom to this day. He's very happy and we love him, so yeah. Anyways, that is it for my Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was interesting for you and that maybe you learned more about me. And hopefully this is entertaining. I don't know if it was. I ramble too much sometimes, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for all your support. Again, I couldn't have made it this far without all of you, so Thank you so much. You guys are all so wonderful and amazing. And if you do enjoy my content and you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe because it helps me out a lot. And once I graduate college, I'm going to be coming out with a live stream schedule and possibly a new upload schedule. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!